Let's take a look at the world of Roman political power and its context in the formation of the New Testament. Roman politics had its roots in Alexander the Great and his successors. Alexander's conquests created a new international culture, which brought the Greek language as well as its literature, philosophy, and traditions to the entire Near Eastern world, including Palestine. This was known as Hellenism, and it played a large role in the development of Judaism and Christianity. After Alexander's death, Ptolemy I, one of Alexander's generals, established the Ptolemaic dynasty over Palestine. Many Jews were attracted to Greek learning and the Hellenistic lifestyle. Later, the Seleucid dynasty of Syria, who were descendants of Alexander's general Seleucus, ended Ptolemaic rule over Palestine and began a new reign over the Jews from 197 to 142 BC. The Seleucid ruler Antiochus IV Epiphanes tried to destroy the Jewish religion by forbidding Torah observance and by setting up an altar to Zeus in the temple. He forbade reading or teaching the Mosaic law, he ordered copies of the Hebrew scriptures be burned, he killed women who had their sons circumcised, and he ordered that the infants' bodies be tied around their mothers' necks. He also declared keeping the Sabbath a crime punishable by death. Mattathias and his 5 sons started the Maccabean revolt. Eventually, Judas Maccabeus led a Jewish guerrilla army to recapture and rededicate the temple. The remembrance of this event later became the festival of Hanukkah. By 142 BC, the Jews had expelled the Syrian armies and established an independent state governed by Hasmonean or Maccabean rulers. In 63 BC, John Hyrcanus II asked Rome for help in ousting his younger brother, Aristobulus II, who had made himself both high priest and king. Pompey's Roman legions then annexed and occupied Palestine. Later, the Roman Senate appointed Herod the Great, a nobleman from Idumea, the ancient Edom, as king over Judea. Herod laid siege to and conquered Jerusalem. Later, he extravagantly rebuilt Jerusalem's temple. After Herod the Great's death, his kingdom was divided between his 3 sons. Herod Antipas ruled Galilee and Perea from 4 BC to AD 39. Herod Philip ruled the areas north and east of Galilee from 4 BC to AD 34, and Herod Archelaus, who first ruled Judea, Samaria, and Idumea from 4 BC to AD 6, but was later ousted, and Rome took over direct jurisdiction. The Roman Empire ruled over most of the known world with the city of Rome as its capital. The empire was made up of all kinds of people groups from around the world. In 27 BC, Gaius Octavius, the grandnephew of Julius Caesar, became the undisputed ruler of the entire Roman Empire. He was renamed Augustus by the Roman Senate. He ended the civil wars that had divided Rome for years and established a long period of civil order called the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. Jesus was born during his reign, which lasted until Jesus was around 20 or so years old in AD 14. After this, Tiberius, stepson of Augustus, ruled from AD 14 through 37. In AD 26, Pontius Pilate was appointed by Rome as prefect or governor of Judea. He was recalled back to Rome in AD 36. The ministries and executions of John the Baptist and Jesus took place during this time. Also, Paul's conversion took place after he witnessed the resurrected Jesus. Gaius, also known as Caligula, became emperor of Rome in 37 and threatened to install a statue of himself in the Jerusalem temple. He died in 41. Claudius then took over and ruled Rome during the time when Paul was writing his earliest letters. He expelled some of the Jews from Rome. After he died in 54, Nero took over as emperor. After a large fire in Rome, Nero began persecuting the Christians who lived there. According to tradition, Peter and Paul were executed by Nero, who was insane, and who later committed suicide in 68. After Nero, 4 emperors reigned during the same year: Galba from 68 to 69, Otho in 69, Vitellius 69, and Vespasian from 69 to 79. The Gospel of Mark was written during the reign of Vespasian. The Jewish War took place during the reigns of Vespasian and Titus, who ruled from 79 to 81, with the destruction of Jerusalem taking place in the year 70. About 35 years after Jesus' crucifixion, the Jews who were living in Palestine started an armed rebellion against Rome. This was a complete disaster for them, and Josephus records that the Zealots pretty much forced General Titus, who later became emperor of Rome, to destroy Jerusalem and its temple because they refused to accept the Roman terms of peace. The book of Revelation was written during the reign of Domitian, who reigned from 81 to 96, as well as the Gospels of Matthew, Luke, and John. Nerva, who ruled from 96 to 98, and then Trajan, 98 to 117, reigned during a time when Christians were being persecuted in Asia Minor. During the Second Jewish Revolt, the Bar Kokhba rebellion against Rome was crushed by the Emperor Hadrian, who ruled from 117 to 138. Many Palestinian Jews believed Bar Kokhba to be the Messiah who would restore David's kingdom, but this led to the Second Roman destruction of Jerusalem in 135, and the Jews were banished from their holy city. The Romans built their own shrine on the place where the temple once stood. From this time until 1948, when the modern nation of Israel was founded, the Jews had no country. After the Second Roman destruction of Jerusalem, Antoninus Pius ruled Rome from 138 to 161, and it was during this time that the last canonical book of the Bible, 2 Peter, was written. After this, Marcus Aurelius reigned from 161 to 180, and Commodus from 180 to 192.